this at least a little bit before like midnight Central Time. Hopefully you do, because I was going to end up doing my review on Ironheart, but I will do that, but it probably will be posted tomorrow morning. But I guess I just want to talk about this. I knew about, they wanted to have him, James Gunn. I think they wanted him to direct Man of Steel 2, but and he turned it down. So I knew about that, and I guess this article is going to explain from comicbook.com. I guess he's going to explain why. So of course, he ended up doing the Suicide Squad, which was a very, very good movie. Let's see. I guess he wanted to get to the DC Extended Universe Man of Steel, but he revealed that he offered me whatever film I wanted to do, including some sort of Superman movie. But he opted out and assembled expendable supervillains in the Suicide Squad instead. So, that's fine. So, yeah, he just said no about it in 2018. So, I was daunted by the task. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. Also, if you remember of the other stuff happening with Superman at the time, yeah, which is true. Apparently, some people were a fan of Man of Steel and some people wasn't, but it did make money. And I guess, some people didn't like, it was Man of Steel, then, turned into, Batman v Superman, and then the Justice League happened. So, yeah, I guess I can understand, I guess why they kind of like a little bit rushed it before they should have made like the Justice League, maybe sometime, later on to make it like a big one and like introduce like other characters into it. So, because, you have your main five, but there was like more members in the Justice League than that. So, I kind of see it. So, I guess she said so no, and ended up taking, the Suicide Squad, which was a more familiar type of group for him, so he glad he did it, and it was fun. Okay, he compensated, including Superman and the Suicide Squad, saying at the time he had a vague idea at X and Task Force X to come down with the most powerful hero in the world, although he was unsure of the answer to questions like who's Superman in the DCEU and I guess stuff like that. So he kept thinking about it. Couldn't get out of his head how would I do if I did it? So what would the movie be like? So how could he make it work with today's audience at the time? And so I guess it's kind of like good thing he probably waited and decided when him and Peter Safran end up taking over and renaming it DC Studios and the DCU, as they call it. And plus Superman is going to be out within like a few days, and we are going to see the the preview, well, not the preview review, but the first review, because they do their first review on Thursday, and normally movies supposed to be out on Fridays, and they just do a little bit different, especially like to hype it up. We do got our tickets, and we will see that thing on Thursday. So, yep, like, this man just explained why, he didn't took the job and decided, when he ended up, now running, the DC part of Warner Brothers and DCEU. So, it was, you said, like, I like Creature Commandos. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I wasn't familiar with Creature Commandos, but, after watching it, I liked it. But, I can't wait for season 2 of that. So, it really, well, if you want to say the DCU kind of begins with Creature Commandos, actually, instead, movie-wise, it's going to start with Superman. Then you got Peacemaker season 2 that's going to be out next month on, on Max. Well, which will now be called HBO Max. So, I don't get to change the names and all that stuff with what they do, but it's just kind of stupid. But, anyways, I guess I can kind of understand, like, he probably didn't have no place, do like a Superman movie at that moment. So, I get that. So, kind of glad what he did, and we'll see how this Superman goes. Although you're gonna have my roommate constantly complaining about the S shield, like it ain't the Kingdom Come movie. And it was confirmed that this movie is gonna be based off of All Star Superman, which the animated movie that came out like a decade ago, I believe. And yeah, I did see All Star Superman, and it was interesting too. So I don't think they're gonna do the completely look of All Star Superman, but could be interesting. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. So what y'all think about this, and are y'all excited to see Superman when it comes out on Thursday? So you get a chance, if you like today's video, please like it. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and when we get to there, we will, do like a prize package or giveaway or something like that. But we will talk about it when it get close to, people subscribing. So please, without you guys, there's no us. Over 2,800 videos and counting. One of the longest reigning YouTube channels. And also, you can check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. We do more content than just talk about comic books. We do wrestling, Milwaukee development, and also Milwaukee Bucks stuff that you probably see some of the videos earlier today. Once again, thank Mike and Rob Thompson and Midwest Wrestling Collectibles for their sponsorship. And also, with Midwest Wrestling Collectibles, they are doing a liquidation sale, so you may be able to get a good deal off of what they have. So they have like DVDs, VHS, and also like wrestling figures as well. Some of them could be signed, and some of them may not. So you get a chance, check it out. Man up, face up, woman up. Until the next video, you guys have a good one, and see you later.